So I just picked this Zink wheels curb rash repair kit up off Amazon. Not a purchase I wanted to make 2 months after getting my 2026 Model Y, but hey, you know, sometimes the curbs just jump out in front of you. One did that about 2 weeks ago, got a little curb rash down here. Not cute, so I found this online. I'm gonna see how it works. I've never had to repair curb rash before. They've got everything that you need in this kit, from sandpaper to paint, and some handy instructions. So I'm gonna give it a shot. We'll see how it works, show you the end result to see. I don't know, you think it's worth it or not?
And here's a quick look on Zink Wheels' website to show you everything that's included. They have kits for every type of Tesla wheel, so just be sure you're ordering the right one. As mentioned, the kit includes a handy sanding block, 6 sanding discs. There's 3 80 grit for the rough stuff and 3 240 grit to smooth it over and get it ready for paint. Speaking of paint, it's really the star in this kit. It's automotive grade paint that's mixed by automotive finish professionals. Wow. You don't need any primer or clear coat sealant. The paint's all you need. Just be sure to apply it in thin coats and let it dry between each coat, which only takes about 15 minutes. Back in the garage now, and you can see toward the bottom of the rim is really where the main area that's damaged is. To get better access to it, I'm going to make sure to take this wheel cover off. These new wheel covers on the crossflow wheels are a little more delicate than the others from the past. You got to kind of stick your hand in the wider section there. Gently pull back to pry it off the wheel. As you work your way around, you want to make sure it's fully disconnected from the wheel. And once each section is fully disconnected, you can grab toward the center of the wheel and just pop it off. And hopefully it comes out in one piece. And because I'm a glutton for punishment, you can really see a close-up of the damage here. Thankfully, it's primarily limited to the rim, so the very far edge of the wheel. Looks like that's the most damage. I think the wheel cover really helped protect it. So it should be a pretty straightforward repair job. Let's hope. First thing I want to do here is get the wheel nice and clean. I'm just using a little alcohol. You can use soap and water, whatever gets the wheel clean, but just to have a nice clean surface. Got my sanding disc here. It's the 80 grit. Going to put that on and start sanding, and they recommend that you sand at a 45-degree angle. You don't want to sand anything you don't want to sand, right? So you really have to be careful. Your hand can slip, and mine did, so I'm putting a little tape on here just to protect the wheel in case my hand slips again, just to keep that area isolated and get it nice and sanded with that 80 grit first, followed by the 240 grit. So I got it all sanded. I started with the 80 grit. I went through 2 of the sanding discs and then finished up with the 240 grit just to smooth it out. I could have spent a little more time in a couple sections, but I didn't want to overdo it, and I think this looks pretty good. And now it's time to paint. So I'm putting the first coat on here, trying to make sure to apply a thin layer. I don't want to glob it up too much. That'll make it more noticeable and create a bumpy surface. So I was really trying to be careful and take my time. As I went through the process, I decided to pull out an art brush and see if I could give that a shot on the second coat. I had a lot more control over it and felt a lot better using the brush. So I ended up putting all the remaining coats on for a total of 3 coats. I did go back after the third coat dried and put a little more on here and there. But overall, it was about 3 coats. And the paint is very quick drying. It only takes about 15 or so minutes in between coats before it's ready to paint again. Not a lot of time you have to waste waiting for the paint to dry. And now it's time for the before and after. Here's the before and after.
Wow!
Definitely looks much nicer. It's not perfect. I can still see some pitting, but if I wanted to go back and do some more sanding, try doing a little more touch-up, I might give that a shot. The color matches. It looks great. I'm probably not going to get on my hands and knees and inspect your wheels, so I'm pretty sure you're not going to be doing the same thing to mine. So overall, this is, it's victory. Looks good. It's fixed.